Hello, welcome to Engineer Training Program of Faculty. Hello, welcome to Engineer Training Program of Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. English for Mechanical Engineering, Unit 4, Movement. Content, we have to start with the contents. The first is direction, the driving direction of movement. Adverbial of direction, can or cannot. Direction, up, down, forwards, straight, vertically, degree. And secondly, instructions using an instruction manual, imperative plus a present simple. Movement, ascent, descent, joystick, slider, kilometer per hour. Thirdly, actions using an instruction manual, giving and following instructions explaining what happens. When close, movement, the driver, reverse. And we move on to the vocabulary. Label the jackbar command movement with the words in the box. Backwards, down, forwards, sideways, up. And check your answer first. Up, sideways, backwards, down, and the last one forwards. We have to keep moving to learning vocabularies. Working bears, which direction can planes and helicopter fly? Take the process. We have the parts here, and we have to guess the answer. Now we're reading. Passenger planes can fly forwards and can turn to the left and to the right, but they cannot fly backward or sideways. They can fly diagonally up and down, but they cannot fly straight or straight down. Helicopter can fly forwards, straight up and down, sideways and backwards. Planes and helicopter can both rotate. Planes and helicopter can rotate on their horizontal axis. Helicopter can also rotate on their vertical axis. And this is diagonally, vertical line, horizontal line. And now we check your answer. The plane can forwards. The helicopter forward too. The helicopter can backwards. And the plane can up and down. The helicopter can move straight. The helicopter moves sideways. And now we move into language. In the language, you learn about the sentences like this. It can't fly sideways. They can or cannot fly sideways. Can it fly sideways? Can they fly sideways? Then the answer, yes it can or no it can't. Yeah, they can or no they can't. And we have to work the homework. This is helicopter completed these sentences with can or can't. The first, a helicopter can fly sideways, but a plane cannot. A plane can't fly sideways, but it can fly forwards. A plane can't fly straight up, but a helicopter can. A plane can't fly straight up, but it can fly diagonally. And we move to speaking. Working pair practice dialogue. We have to some work here. Helicopters, rockets, planes, fly sideways, fly straight up, fly diagonally up, rotate. And this is the example. A. Can a plane fly forwards? B. Yes, it can. Can it slide backwards? No, it can't. Working there right now. And now text. Working pair, follow the instructions and answer the questions. Close your fist and hold your arm straight in front of you. Okay, let's do it. And think about the question. The first thing, think of your wrist. Don't move it. You have to remember, don't move it. How many directions can it move in? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And secondly, think of your shoulder. And remember, don't move it. How many directions can it move in? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And thirdly, think of your apple. Remember, don't move it. How many directions can it move in? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And now you have to reading. And look at the pictures. And the human arm can move in 7 different directions. The arm has 3 pivots, the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. The switch can move in 3 different directions. At the switch, the hand can move up and down about 90 degrees. It can move from side to side about 70 degrees. And it can rotate about 180 degrees. The shoulder can move in the same 3 directions, but different angles. It can rotate about 20 degrees. The elbow can only move in 1 direction. At the elbow, the forearm can only move up and down. It cannot move sideways or rotate. Okay, and now you have to answer the question. Think about your wrist. Working pair, follow the instructions and answer the question. Close your fist and hold your arm out straight in front of you. The first is 3. Twist 3 direction. And the shoulder has 3 direction too. And the elbow just one direction. And you have to keep reading. Match its movement in the diagram in the 1.7 with the words or phrase from the parts. Rotate, move sideways, move up and down. And you have to look at the pictures. And rotate. Is it 2 and 6? Move sideways. 3 and 7. Move up and down. 1, 4 and 5. Okay, now continue with listening to 26 and listen to the correct answers. Listening.
Unit 4. Movement. Recording 26. 1.
19 degrees.
2. 40 degrees. 3.
70 degrees.
4. 118 degrees.
Okay, and now you check your answer.
Unit 4. Movement. Recording 26. 1.
19 degrees.
2. 40 degrees. 3.
70 degrees.
4. 118 degrees.
Okay, as you know, now we move on to language. And complete the test about the robot arm with the words in the parts. Can, can't, has, is, isn't. And the first, Daisy robot's arm is like a human arm. It has a grist, an apple, and a shoulder. The grist is like a human twist. It has three movements. It can rotate. It can move from side to side. It can move up and down. The apple is like a human apple. It has one movement. It can move up and down. The shoulder isn't like human shoulder because it only has two movements. It can rotate. It can move up and down, but it can't move sideways. And direction type. Working groups, look at the diagram in 1.11 and answer these questions. How many directions can this robot arm move? Which part of the robot's arm has a different movement from a human arm? Is it A. the shoulder, B. twist, C. the apple? And the answer for question 1, how many directions? The answer is 6. And with the part program different movement, the answer is the shoulder. Now in the instructions vocabulary, try this week, choose the correct answer. Just you have to guess your answer. Now we move on to listening, track 27, and check your answer.
Unit 4. Recording 27. 1.
A fast CD-ROM can rotate at 9,800 revolutions per minute.
2.
Sound travels at about 1,200 kilometers per hour.
3. The maximum land speed is about 1,228 kilometers per hour. 4.
The maximum speed of a boat on water is about 154 meters per second.
5.
The Earth rotates at 1,000 miles per hour.
6.
The Earth moves around the Sun at 67,000 miles per hour.
Yes, there's a lot of information for you. And now we listen and check your answer again.
Unit 4. Recording 27. 1.
A fast CD-ROM can rotate at 9,800 revolutions per minute.
2.
Sound travels at about 1,200 kilometers per hour.
3. The maximum land speed is about 1,228 kilometers per hour. 4.
The maximum speed of a boat on water is about 154 meters per second.
5.
The Earth rotates at 1,000 miles per hour.
6.
The Earth moves around the Sun at 67,000 miles per hour.
And we move on to speaking. Work in pairs, write down some speech, dictate them to your partner. And vocabularies. Label the diagram with the words in the parts: antenna, handle, joysticks, slider, switch. And the first is antenna. Handle. First is joystick. You have two joystick here. And 4 is switch. 5 slider. And instructions, we move on to text. Look at your stick on the left. Working groups. What do you think about the blender when you move these controls? Look at the joystick on the left. The first pushes it off away from you. Pull it down toward you. What happens? Push it to the left. Push it to the right. Now what happens? Look at the joystick on the right. Push it off. Push it down. What happens? And push it to the left. Push it to the right. Now what happens? Okay, and now work and correct your answer. We keep going with reading. We move into reading. Read the manual. Track your answer to 2.4 and 2.5. Remote control transmitter for model plane. User manual. Look at the diagram of the transmitter. There are two joysticks. One is on the left. This is the left hand stick. The other is on the right. This is right hand stick. Now look at the other left hand joystick. This controls the speed and direction of the plane. Push the left hand stick off away from you, and the plane accelerates. Pull it down toward you, and the plane slows down. Slide the stick to the left, and the plane turns left. Slide this to right, and it turns right. Now look at the right hand joystick. This controls the roll and tail of the plane. Push the right hand stick off away from you, and the plane descends or goes down. Pull it down toward you, and the plane ascends or goes up. Slide the stick to the left, and the plane rolls to the left. Slide it to the right, and it rolls to the right. Instruction: Deck. Working groups. What do you think the plane does when you move these controls? 1. Push it up away from you. Push it down towards you. 2. Push it to the left. Push it to the right. 3. Push it up. Push it down. 4. Push it to the left. Push it to the right. 1. Push it up away from you. The plane accelerator. Accelerate. Push it down toward you. The plane slows down. Put it to the left. The plane turns left. Put it to the right. The plane turns right. Put it up. The plane descends. Put it down. The plane ascends. Put it to the left. The plane rolls to the left. Put it to the right. The plane rolls to the right. And we're learning more about the reading. Which words in the text do these pronouns refer to? The first is line 4. Refer to left hand stick. And it's line 5. Refer to plane. Keep moving reading. Mark your action with the plane's actions. First, move the left hand stick up. The plane goes farther. Pull the left hand stick down. The plane goes more slowly. Move the left hand stick to the left. The plane goes to the left. Move the left hand stick to the right. The plane moves to the right. Move the right hand stick up. The plane goes down. Pull the right hand stick down. The plane goes up. Move the right hand stick to the left. The plane rolls to the left. Move the right hand stick to the right. The plane rolls to the right. And we move to speaking. Working pairs. Make the dialog with the information from the table in 2.8. Example, can the plant go farther? Yes, it can. How can it go farther? You move the left hand stick up. Let me turn to speaking. Work in pairs. Find out what your partner can and can't do. Can you swim? Yes, I can. Can you? Yes, I can. Can you sail the boat? No, I can't. And we move into speaking. Look at the diagrams and answer the questions. How many pedals does it have? How many levers does it have? Is the steering wheel on the left or on the right? The answer. How many pedals does it have? 2. How many levers does it have? 4. How many steering wheel on the left or on the right? On the left. And reading. Read the manual. Write the letter A to G from the diagram next to the control. In the diagram, you can see the control of the forklift truck. On the left is the lever. This is the direction lever. G. Put this lever forwards, and the truck moves forwards. Pull it backwards, and the truck reverses. Next, you can see the steering wheel. 8. This turn to the truck to left and right. At the top, on the right, you can see 2 levers. Push the left-hand lever, B, forwards, and fork moves up. Pull it back, and the fork moves down. Push the right-hand lever, C, forwards, and the fork lifts up. Pull it back, and the fork lifts down. At the bottom, on the right, you can see the lever. This is the parking brake. D. At the bottom, you can see the 2 pedals. The left-hand pedal is the brake. F. The right-hand pedal is the accelerator. E. The writing. We move into writing. Describe this movement of the truck. Use the words from the manual. Example 8. The fork tilts down. The picture 8. Tilt down. B. Tilt up. C. Move forwards. D. Move down. E. The truck reverses. F. Move up. As speaking, we move to speaking. Work in pairs. Have a driving lesson. Student A. You are the driving instructor. Give the instructions. Student B. You are learning to drive. Follow the instructions. Act them out. The driver forward, reverse. Go slowly. Go farther. Slow down. Stop. Turn left. Turn right. Reverse to the left. Reverse to the right. Turn round. Do an U-turn to the left. To the right. And we keep writing. Write the short set of the instructions for one of these jobs around the diagram. How to park a car. How to dock a small sailing boat. Choose your own job. And we turn to writing. Write full sentences from these notes. Use when and you, and at, the, and punctuations. The first when you pull the lever C backwards, the fork tilts down. And let's writing. Okay, Asen, keep writing. Write full sentences from this note. When, use when, and you, and added the, and punctuations. When you pull lever C backwards, the fork tilts down. When you push lever P forwards, the fork moves up. When you turn the steering wheel to the right, the truck turns right. And when you pull lever G backwards, the truck reverses. 5. When you press the brake pedal, the torque stops. When you press the accelerator, the torque goes faster. Let's begin. What happens when you pull lever C backwards? And when you pull lever C backwards, the force steers down. Okay, let's me turn to action. Take work in pairs. Have a driving lesson for the forklift truck. The first, you are driving instructor for the forklift truck. Student 8 is learning to drive the truck. Tell student 8 to follow these instructions in the correct sequence. Then join the rows. Follow student 8's instructions and rearrange your picture into the correct sequence. Now, the correct sequence of the instruction is 6, 7, 4, 1, 5, 3, 8, 2. And keep moving to type. Student 8, you are learning to drive the truck. Student B is your driving instructor. Follow Student B instruction and rearrange your picture into the correct sequence. The correct sequence of the instructions is 4, 8, 6, 3, 5, 1, 2, 7. Then change rows. Tell the student B to follow the instructions in the correct sequence. Okay, that's it, and thank you for your attention and hope you enjoy it. See you